Alright everyone, and welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. I'm Christina, aka That Writer, and today we're gathered here. We're finally back to watch our stories here on Friday Night Smackdown. We've got all kinds of matches set up for tonight. We've got Andrade versus Apollo. We've got Street Profits versus the Bloodline. There's a lot of moving pieces and parts, people. So, again, thank you all so much for being patient. I know we didn't react to King and Queen of the Ring. I just needed a weekend off. It was a long weekend. It was too nice to be indoors. You get how it goes. And it seems like every time this happens where I take 1 week away from everything, it's like everything just happens, right? Like, I don't know if y'all been watching NXT, but things got very interesting over there because we had a little bit of a direct TNA crossover over there, which is interesting because it's like 2 weekends ago I was at the TNA tapings here in beautiful Kentucky. So that's also where I was at 2 weekends ago. So like having all those wrestling weekends, I'm like, I need a break this weekend. So that was pretty much what happened. It was a long weekend. I needed a break from the wrestling weekends. It was what it was. And now we're back in the saddle. June's going to be a little bit weird because I got my last round of dental work. Hooray! Finally happening this month. So I gotta get a crown put in. So that might, mean that we might have to shuffle reactions around or take a week or two off. I don't know how it's gonna go or how I'm gonna feel. So just giving y'all a little bit of a heads up there in case if there may be some more pre-recorded videos versus reactions in June. We're just gonna see what the vibes are like. Apologies for the long intro, but we had some housekeeping items, right? So there's that. So on that note, grab your snacks, grab your choice of beverage, get comfy and cozy. And let's watch Friday Night Smackdown, people. Y'all, I totally called this a couple of weeks ago when we were last here for the reactions, did I not? Is it bad that I sort of just want to see Nia Jax win this Queen of the Ring tournament? I feel like she would just run with it. The crown's there, the red carpet's in the ring. You love to see it. Honestly, she looks great with the crown. I am not going to complain one bit about Nia Jax being Queen of the Ring. I'm not. I'm all for it. I like how we're actually using King and Queen of the Ring to set up SummerSlam a little bit. Alright, Nia's calling out Bayley. Wait a second here. Okay, so if King and Queen of the Ring both get a title opportunity, right? Does that have to be on their show, or is it like Money in the Bank where you can just show up and like cash it in or whatever? Because I don't think we established that, unless if I missed something. There goes Piper Niven, there goes Chelsea. They've been getting into it backstage for the last week or two now, so this makes sense to me, and we've got Clash at the Castle on the way, so Bayley needs a challenger en route to Nia Jax. Nia Jax is just looking at them like, what is this? You ruined my moment. So we got a couple different little arcs going on here. Did she just call Piper a spicy margarita? What? We love you, Chelsea. You tell her, Nia! But I like how this kind of sets up a couple different things here, right? Because obviously we have Bayley and Piper Niven. They're going to be going at it at Clash at the Castle. And then, of course, we've got Bayley, Nia Jax. But we also have this interesting interaction, of course, too, with Piper and Chelsea and Nia Jax, too. So, some overarching things going on here. Lots of little seeds kind of just planted and continuing and so on and so forth. Overall, not too bad. We are here and we are seated for Queen Nia Jax. So just because of that, we're going to give that a thumbs up. Alright, people, here we go. We've got Tommaso Ciampa versus Austin Theory here tonight on Friday Night Smackdown. Should be interesting. Glad they're acknowledging and continuing to acknowledge the history with Gargano and Theory all the way back to NXT and all that. See, I never understood why they do the showboating like a minute into the match. It's like, sir, you didn't do anything yet. Waller, what are we doing? Why are you getting up on the apron? We're not even 5 minutes into the match. Oh, nice move right there from Theory to Ciampa. Oh, elbow right to Ciampa there from Theory. Oh boy, what's happening here? What's happening here? Oh! Theory ducked out of the way there and Ciampa just splat. Oh boy. Oh! Oh, right on the outside of the ring. I appreciate how we get the nice little, like, transition to the commercial break, at least. It's not just, like, right into the commercial break. It's like, here's the last move that happened. Now, if we could get them to actually show us what happened during the commercial break so that way we're all not, like, lost and confused, I would greatly appreciate that. Like, we got back from the commercial break, and Grace is just kind of walking around aimlessly in the corner right by the Prime bottles. Oh my god. I don't know what he's even doing at this point, but we're back from the break. Theory's in firm control of the match here on the offense. Oh, Ciampa with the drop kick. This might be the opening that Ciampa needs. Oh, Picking up the pace there. Ciampa with the takedown with the clothesline right there. You love to see it. I just still find it so funny that Grayson just keeps running towards the prime bottles. It's like, do you not have your own side of the ring or the other side of the ring or whatever? I don't know. Because I think Gargano's been like on his side for the most part. Like, that makes sense to me. It's like the 2K game. Oh, Ciampa might have it. No, Theory's blocking it. Oh no, yeah, I would agree. Oh no. But Ciampa kicked out. We got a "Let's Go Ciampa" chant in the background. Ciampa chant! Theory, quit stalling. Oh, see, Theory, that's why you can't be doing that kind of stuff. It's been a good match so far. I'm enjoying it. Oh, and they kicked each other at the same time there, but seemed like Ciampa got more of it, I think. I don't know. Oh, just kidding. Okay, now Ciampa's kind of on the offense right here. I mean, they're both down after that running knee there. Grayson, what are you doing? Oh, shoot. The breakup is imminent. Again, like I've been saying, I don't think these two are going to last too much longer. Oh, boy. We got more tension back between Theory and Grayson here. It'll be interesting to see what happens moving forward with Grayson and Theory, because they've been kind of teasing them breaking up for like some time now, I think, like since before WrestleMania. Then they got on the same page and won the tag titles, and now there's some tension between them now. But either way, this was a good matchup. You know, both Ciampa and Theory got a chance to shine, and we also not only continue this tag team feud, but also the tension between Theory and Grayson. So overall, we're going to give this a thumbs up. Alrighty, people, we've got Apollo versus Andrade. Oh, we had a lot happen in between matches, y'all. We had a lot happening. Can we please not have the prime bottles on every single show now? They're awful and atrocious. But, yeah, so Andrade is kind of in a little bit of a story with, Legado del Fantasma, because they had a whole backstage segment, and it was, like, uploaded on YouTube. And speaking of Legado, there's Angel, which I don't understand why Andrade would just join Legado if there's Santos Escobar being the leader. Because realistically, it could be a situation where they just kind of join up with Andrade and get rid of Santos. I don't know. I'm overthinking again. It's fine. Everything's fine, and except for this commercial break. You know, we made it a full minute and 30 seconds or so before we went to a commercial break. It's getting worse, people. It's getting worse. Oh, okay. We just got back from the break. Both Apollo and Andrade, they were on top of the turnbuckle. And, well, Andrade just hit Apollo with the crossbody. I will say, at least, you know, we're giving Apollo a little bit of a chance to shine. You love to see it. We're getting some fresh people on the show. Always a positive sign. Nice offense right there from Andrade. The people are getting behind him, too. You love to hear it. Can somebody explain to me what Angel is doing on the outside of the ring? Like, it looked like he was trying to rally behind Andrade for a second. I don't know. He's just chilling there. Okay, hang on here. They're giving us the lore. A former tag partner of Andrade. Okay. It's like, Christina, if you would shut up and listen to the commentary or watch your closed captions, you might be able to catch a thing or two on this show. German suplex. Oh, huge kick right there from Andrade. Oh, what a slam. Again, Apollo is just a great blend of strength and speed, and we appreciate that. What is Angel really doing out there, though? Like, he's just, like, chilling. Like, what is this purpose for? Like, what does the rest of Legado have to say about this? I really mean it. Yeah, that is it. That is it for Apollo. Well, this was a good match, though. I mean, we'll have to see what happens moving forward, and Angel's celebrating like he actually did something in this match, but this was still a decent little match right in the middle of the show. You know, not too long, not too short. Andrade and Apollo both got a chance to shine. We've got the rest of Legado out here now, so I guess we're going to find out what's happening. See, even Andrade is like, what are these people doing out here? I mean, I'm kind of here for, you know, an Andrade and Santos feud for sure, but I don't see Andrade joining Legado. Again, unless if it's one of those situations where he just takes over Santos' spot, but he just walked right past them. There's all kinds of just everything happening tonight, so we gotta keep our eyeballs peeled on everything, right? So, yeah, now we've got the Bloodline shenanigans coming up, but again, not a bad matchup. We're gonna give it a thumbs up because it was a serviceable match. Everyone got a little chance to shine. Wasn't too long, wasn't too short. Nice and serviceable. Alrighty, people, we're back from the break, and Kevin Owens is sitting on top of the turnbuckle with a microphone. We appreciate you, Kevin. Just not realizing RKO and then KO. I mean, they were missing one last week, so I mean, it was pretty even, Steven, right? Oh yeah, that ending happened. Oh boy, we got Paul Heyman. This man is so stressed. He needs Roman back. He needs his tribal chief back. And yours too, Paul. And yours too, okay? You do not seem thrilled that, like, you have to deal with Solo, and you haven't been thrilled this entire time. Kevin Owens just looks like he's just had enough of this guy, and I can't blame him, because he's been dealing with the bloodline this entire time. We do indeed want Roman, because what the heck is happening in the bloodline at this point? And Jimmy's been out for a while too, and that was how this whole thing got started, was like right after Mania when they went after Jimmy. He admitted he wants his tribal chief back! He said the thing out loud! I've been saying this entire time. They're just reckless and aggressive. Roman was more calculated. He just called them criminals into the bloodline. Paul, you need to be real careful when you get backstage there. You might be locked out of the Bloodline's locker room. He's cracking. This man is slipping. He's cracking. They're not even people. Well, I mean, I think it was a couple weeks ago of Tonga. Somebody I think it was X pointed out that he sounded like, I think it was Donnie Thornberry from the Wild Thornberries. I couldn't unhear it. We do appreciate Kevin Owens. Well, what are they going to do that's really bad? Because we haven't really seen them do anything really bad for a little bit, at least since the Kevin Owens thing. I was going to say, like, I don't think he's trying to instill fear. If anything, he's kind of subtly saying to us, like, hey, help me out here. The bloodline has just lost all control of the plot here. That's what I'm saying. That's not the bloodline. That's what we're all saying at this point. Give them like a big win or two, and then we might be able to take them seriously. But I mean, I can't. What is going on with Paul's voice there? Paul, you're just trying to find a way out of the bloodline until Roman comes back. That's what he's up to. So I mean, it's kind of a little bit of both, right? Again, Paul's saying all the things out loud. I think the crowd just eloquently put it. It's all silent because they can't be on their best behavior. I mean, at least Solo's coming out to save Paul. Oh, okay, well, I mean, they did advertise the Bloodline versus the Street Profits, so this adds up. Look at that, Solo's actually doing something. I mean, is that going to be like Solo's first solo arc at this point? Because it's been almost 2 months. He hasn't had a solo arc yet, and we're here for the solo arc, but we don't have a solo arc yet. Oh... Paul's kind of getting his comeuppance, and I think his, like, sort of redemption arc was sort of, like, strongly implied there, right? That could get interesting. This was a good segment. I want to see what shenanigans are going to go down. Is Solo finally going to get a solo arc after almost 2 freaking months? I don't know at this point. It seems like that's where it's going with him and Kevin Owens. We don't know when Randy's going to come back, and we just don't know what's happening. But this was still a good segment with Kevin and Paul, so we're just going to have to see what happens moving forward. We're going to give this a thumbs up. Alrighty, people, we're back from the commercial break. We got Montez Ford on the offense. We got Tonga and Tonga Loa versus the Street Profits. Paul just looks stressed out of his mind right now. He's just like chilling at the commentary table, just like, I'm going to stay as far as I can away from these people. Wow, okay, we're acknowledging IWGP tag team titles on this show now. I mean, listen, there's a lot going on this year in 2024. We've got a lot happening. Oh, there's a lot happening. WWE avoided them like the plague until Solo let them in. I mean, okay, that's one way to describe it. I mean, hey, we gotta have all the points in the story adding up, except for Solo not getting a solo arc or solo match in almost 2 months. Like, the man doesn't even have a championship. At least that I could justify a little bit. Oh, okay, we got the tag into Angelo Dawkins right there. I gotta say, though, at least Tonga's had a pretty decent showing so far since he showed up, so... Oh... I thought they said... Wait, did he just say feral or thorough to describe Tonga and Tonga Loa? Because I feel like either one would work. What a double team move right there on the outside of the ring from Tonga and Tonga Loa right there. As we go into the commercial break. Yay! I'm so tired of these commercials. Alrighty, people, we're back from the commercial break. At least we're getting a nice little competitive tag match here tonight. Oh, double headbutt right there to Dawkins. Paul Heyman just looks nervous and just more and more nervous with every moment. He has bloodshot eyes. It's like Paul hasn't been able to sleep or anything. I like how they're at least presenting, like, Tonga and Tonga as, like, this, team that needs to be feared and stuff. I can appreciate how they're establishing that right here. Oh! What was that? Oh, counter right there. Alrighty, we got the tags made. Montez Ford, Tonga let's go. Oh, nice landing right there from Montez. Oh, okay, that was a very swift tag there. I'm going to give that a little round of applause because that was great. Well, wait, isn't this Tonga first match? So of course that would be the first time we would see him in some kind of pain. Right? Did I miss something? I mean, yeah, I missed King and Queen of the Ring, but I mean... You get the idea, right? Like, I didn't miss that much, right? Yeah, I mean, I probably missed something just now because even the commentators are confused. Well, hey, that was a very swift and smooth finish right there, and hey, the Bloodline actually won a match. You love to see it. I mean, they needed to win the match, because, I mean, this was the first time we've seen Tonga and Tonga teaming up in WWE, so, I mean, this makes sense. But you know what? This was a serviceable matchup. We had some cool moments in the match as well. And, yeah, everybody got a little chance to shine. It was serviceable. And Paul Heyman just, I'm just concerned for that dude at this point. I'm just so concerned for Paul. But at the same time, it's like, this is what he deserves at the same time. Like, he's getting his comeuppance, if you will. So, it's interesting to see what unfolds. But hey, Bloodline winning a match is definitely some kind of positive momentum. Now, if we could get Solo in a match for the first time in ages, I think we could appreciate that too. Either way, we're going to give this a thumbs up. Alrighty, people, we're back from the break. We've got Piper and Chelsea versus Naomi and Bayley. Of course, this was set up earlier in the evening. A strongly worded email about that suplex. Right, Naomi is in against Chelsea now. You love to see it. Alright, frequent tags. Also love to see that too. And Naomi with the dive to the outside, going right towards Chelsea there. Piper, what are we doing? Oh, okay, because we're not doing anything. Bayley was going after Piper there. It looked like Piper was going to do something there. I don't know. Oh, we're not going back to commercial. We didn't even hit 1:30 in the recording before we went to commercial, and I was late for a few seconds there. Alrighty, people, we're back from the break. Piper went after Bayley right there. It looks like Chelsea's the legal person in this match, so that makes sense. Alright, Naomi just took out Piper right there with the drop kick. Oh, what a move right there to Chelsea. Naomi getting in some good offense right here. You love to see it. You absolutely love to see it. Piper just got Chelsea out of the ring. Oh, and Naomi takes out both of them. And too bad we couldn't just take out the Prime cart. I'm so over the Prime drinks. Oh, that's it for Chelsea. That's it. Oh, well, there goes Piper. Yeah, that would do it. That would do it. Well, hey, Chelsea and Piper got the win. You love to see it. You absolutely love to see it. And hey, teamwork makes the dream work, right? Right. Serviceable matchup, not really much to say about it. But hey, we'll take a Chelsea and Piper win. Alrighty, friends, we got AJ Styles out here. Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows are right beside him in the ring. I don't know what's going to happen, so we're going to have to watch what unfolds here. Dude, like so many of us grew up watching AJ. It's crazy. You are indeed phenomenal, AJ. That you are. That hits. That definitely hits. The one person in the crowd's like, no! Like really loud. And what did he say to Cody? That's what I gotta. That's what we're wondering. Oh my god! Like everything was like all shaking and stuff in the middle of the ring, dude. If that, I don't know what to even say at this point. I mean, these two just put on just what I would probably consider to be a modern classic by far. Their match at Backlash was just incredible. Again, if y'all haven't watched it yet, just do yourselves a favor and go watch it. It was so good. I mean, the camera was shaking and everything during the entrances. I mean, that's an incredible moment. Oh god, he said that he's gonna hand Cody the keys. Oh, I knew this was too good to be true. Oh, we're getting AJ and Cody round 2. Oh, snap. Well, he had to go deep in order to get the next opportunity if he wanted to jump the line. That makes sense to me. Oh boy, we're going right for the steps. Wait, I think Nick Aldis was on his way down to the ringside area, right? There's a whole bunch of security people, too, and they can't even be bothered to help out Cody. And it looks like Gallows and Anderson have got his back now. This could get interesting. Cody's gonna need some friends. This could get interesting. I'm excited to see where this is going. I had no clue what we were walking into, so that's why I wasn't really, like, reacting like I normally would to things, right? I wanted to kind of just wait to see what would happen. And we waited to see what would happen. And yeah, this is gonna get good. And I mean, we're getting AJ versus Cody again. So I think we're all winners here. Well, I mean, Cody's not the winner here tonight, but we as a fan base, we are winning. But either way, this was great. This was great. This was everything it needed to be and then some. And this was just fantastic. It really pulled on the emotions and then lured us in. So we're gonna give this a big old thumbs up for AJ in a salmon suit moment. Oh my god, there was so much happening on the show this week. There was so much happening on the show this week. So we've set up a rematch between Cody and AJ, presumably based on what happened tonight. We've got more bloodline shenanigans. Apparently, Tonga Loa is officially getting anointed next week. Like, he's been in the group for a few weeks now, right? Like, what? I don't understand the logic at this point. But we had a really good segment with Kevin Owens and Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman's going to be on thin ice soon. If he isn't already, I can feel it. And I can also feel a title change happening in the near future, probably at SummerSlam, because we finally got the seeds in motion with Logan Paul and LA Knight for that U.S. Championship. It better happen, just please. For all of us, please. If Logan Paul starts going in on all the Cleveland lore, because SummerSlam's in Cleveland and everything this year, feel free to tag me in. We will be dissecting the local references as needed. We'll keep our tabs on good old Logan Paul if he's going to be bothered to show up in between now and SummerSlam, so there's that. I'm really interested to see how they're going to make things work, like leading up to Money in the Bank too, because that's in between Clash at the Castle and SummerSlam, so I don't know how this is all going to work together, but I mean, it's all starting to work together with like the Queen and King of the Ring stuff, with SummerSlam, and then of course, everything kind of leading up to Clash at the Castle too. So we're just going to have to see how it all kind of builds up along the way. I suspect that Money in the Bank will probably have some like interwoven storylines kind of like in there on both sides. So I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. But either way around, holy cow, I have been blabbing on for way too much. So on that note, I enjoyed this episode of SmackDown. This week's episode gets a thumbs up for me. I was entertained. The matches were good. We had a lot of story things happening, so I can't complain one bit about it. So thank you all so much for tuning in. Leave a like, leave a comment, make sure to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell button to get notifications around here and that sort of thing. So on that note, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.